I kind of could have made an assumption. I actually did remember. I think your wife Alicia actually posted up on the WCCW page that she was not a fan of the pairing between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, but she said she will deal with it for now. And I'm thinking this is definitely making something. I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying that they were seeing that Randy Orton would turn on everybody in the Wyatt family and would go from there. I see it more as Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper blaming Randy Orton for all of their losses, because they could have been a dominant force, and then Bray will just say, you led us down the wrong path, man. You led us down this path of, despair and of doom, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that Bray Wyatt does it.
Well, I wonder if this is going to lead to another breakup of the Wyatt family.
I wouldn't count on that. I think that...
Because it's not just Bray yelling at Randy, he's yelling at Harper too, and then Harper super kicked him tonight, and it looks like, and then he just stormed off, and to me it looks like it might turn into one of those things where the whole family just implodes. We'll get a Randy Orton and Luke Harper feud out of it, and then Bray will just go off on his own.
Okay, when you put it like that way, I could definitely see that happening, but I also know that we still have Eric Rowan to consider, because I know that he's out with a bit of I think it was a shoulder injury, something like that. He had to get surgery. Odds are he...
I think he tore his rotator cuff.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant. So hopefully he comes back. I doubt it'll be by Rumble time, but I think he'll probably be fully recovered by at least WrestleMania time, and I think it'd be good to have him and Harper still team up, because while Luke Harper you could still definitely use as a singles competitor, I think that Harper and Rowan are just too good of a team to just break up like that again, because obviously they tried doing that before, and what ended up happening, they just said, oh, well, let's put them back together, because obviously that's not the best idea that we've ever had. Yeah, Vince, you've had a lot of great ideas in the last year.
I think Eric Rowan was probably worse for wear on that, because Luke Harper by himself, he's a former Intercontinental Champion. He had some great matches with Ziggler. That ladder match they had was freaking awesome.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So I know Vince McMahon. I saw an article a couple weeks ago saying that Vince McMahon is pretty high on Luke Harper, and with all the things that are going on with the Wyatt family right now, it really makes me feel like Bray's going to go off on his own, and we're going to get a Randy Orton, Luke Harper feud out of it, which would make sense if Vince McMahon is high on Luke Harper. You put him in the ring with the fucking Viper, and that match right there, just take my money. Just shut up and take my money. I would love to see Luke Harper and Randy Orton. I think that would be a freaking barn burner.
I would pay to see that too. So next thing to talk about for SmackDown is the announcement that next week we will have the first ever Women's Championship Steel Cage match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. First time that women have competed inside of a steel cage in WWE since, I want to say, 2002, 2003, because I knew that last one was Victoria and Lita, if I'm not mistaken. It happened on a Raw. I'm trying to remember exactly. And I'm not counting, Hell in a Cell as well, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some more of that Lucha, whatever they call her.
Oh, La Luchadora.
Yeah, La Luchadora. Pretty sure that she's going to come in a factor somewhere. I want to know who that is. Someone said, you think that's Eva Marie? And they're like, no, she's way too vain to wear a mask. I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
Alexa Bliss, she had me cracking up tonight when she straight up just walked up to Becky Lynch and called her a fucking Chucky doll.
I love how Becky, her best retort is just.
I was laughing at Becky because Dick doesn't even make sense. She's like, yeah, it makes full sense. You look like a Chucky doll. I was like, oh my god, she got it again. Yeah, I love her. She's 5 Feet of Fury. What do they call her? The Wicked Witch of SmackDown. I love her.
Alexa Bliss is doing amazing as SmackDown Women's Champion, and a lot of people were saying that she was going to be the transitional champion to whether it be, I think, Nikki Bella or whoever else they have planned. I disagree. I think that Alexa Bliss is doing so well as the SmackDown Women's Champion, as a heel champion. She is doing a great job. Only, second to Charlotte, of course. But I think that she's got a pretty good run underneath her, and I think that's going to continue on for a while. I think it's going to be a long time before they even put, Nikki Bella into the title picture. They're focused so much on her and Natalya, which I will say, for a side note, oh my gosh, that was actually pretty awesome. Everybody was getting behind it. Everybody was just saying, let them fight, let them fight. And I'm like, when was the last time you heard this about a Bella match against anybody that they faced off against each other? And Natalya getting that kind of reaction, just awesome.
For that part, even Natalya, when have you seen the crowd, whether they are cheering or booing her, when have you seen the crowd that into, anything Natalya has done lately?
It has been a long time, I think.
Yeah, so that was actually one of my favorite parts of SmackDown. I was like, wow, this segment is really going over, because like you said, the crowd's chanting, let them fight, and I'm like, these two are getting that reaction. There was some bumps in that, though, where I was like, damn, that looked like it hurt. When the refs were holding Nikki back, and then, she charged Natalya and just dove into her, I was like, oh, damn, I bet that hurt, for real. The slap in the face that Natalya gave Nikki right at the end, I was like, oh, shit. She popped it good. Yeah, there was some mishaps. I like that. I like that Natalya is really channeling that inner heel out of her, which it's ironic because I was actually, after Raw last night, they had an episode of Total Divas.
Right.
That was on, and I was putzing around on my tablet playing games, and Alicia was doing something, and we just left it on, didn't change it. And it was actually an episode where Natalya was talking about, trying to get the crowd to boo her. It was when she was just starting to turn heel, when she attacked Becky Lynch, when she turned on Becky Lynch. So, yeah, watching that, I'm like, okay, I remember that. And seeing where she's come now as a heel, I've seen a lot of improvement with her. So it's good for her. But, yeah, I don't think it's been that, interested in Nikki Bella or Natalya. It's weird, because if you ask Chris, he knows how high I am on Natalya. I think she's one of the most underutilized talents in that women's roster. I don't know why the hell you're not using her the way they should, because she's got freaking talent for days.
Definitely agree to that. I mean, she is a former, Divas champion, even though a lot of us would like to forget that title was even created in the first place. But so
they totally underutilized her with Charlotte.
Yeah, I think that the whole payback match was just a giant middle finger to Bret Hart. Even though some people are like, oh, well, you'll get your revenge after, the match is over. It's like, doesn't matter. You're basically recreating something that he's hated for so long. Why are you putting him through it again? It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty good segment, like you said. Yeah, the crowd was super into it, so looking forward to that. I wonder how that feud's going to end. Obviously, we're probably going to get a match here at Royal Rumble.
I'm hoping for a Falls Count Anywhere match. I think that those two could definitely pull that off.
Yeah.
I think that'd be amazing. We get into the main event, that being John Cena versus Baron Corbin. And it was wow. All that hype.
Match, shit ending.
Oh my gosh. This was the match where I looked at, a week in advance. And I hear them announcing it. I'm like, all right, this is going to be awesome. There's no way that this could be any horrible way to end it. And we see, of course, Baron Corbin get hit with the AA. It's like, okay, well, he'll probably kick out, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, well.
Yeah, I was shocked because it was so sudden. Like, that match, they went back and forth. They were beating the hell out of each other. AJ Styles on commentary, keep in mind. Now, that was awesome. Baron Corbin picks up John Cena and literally just does a spinning sidewalk slam. Mauro Ranallo flies off the handle and calls it the Deep Six. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. And all of a sudden, AJ's like, I don't think that was the Deep Six, Mauro. Now, I know my opponent's better than anybody, and that definitely was not the Deep Six. That was more of a sidewalk slam. It's like, oh, yeah, there's a variation of the Deep Six, and it was just like, nice job, AJ. Like, way to... There's something else Mauro did on SmackDown tonight, too. He totally botched something. I can't remember what it was, but I know he had another thing where he totally goofed up. And it's like, oh, God, he's been doing it a lot lately, and so is Michael Cole.
Well, that's Michael Cole, though. Keep that in mind. So, Mauro Ranallo, he's one of those guys I'm just kind of like, wow, what's going on, man? Are you just not getting laid right or something like that? Or you just got something on your mind? Jeez Louise. But I think it was also funny where Mauro says, like, after he calls a move and he says to AJ, this is the right, I'm right about that move, right, AJ? And AJ's like, hey, I'm not jumping on you, Mauro.
Yeah. No, and I was really bummed at AJ. I thought he missed a great opportunity to bring back the hashtag beat up John Cena, because there's that part where he's like, I'm rooting for the guy because, like, I love watching John Cena get his butt kicked, and I thought he was going to be like, hashtag beat up John Cena, but he didn't do it.
Well, I thought he made like a small mention of that, but I could have maybe just been hearing things. Maybe it was just one of those things that just was in my head where it's just like, oh, he said hashtag beat up John Cena, where it's just like, oh, well, now he's got that catchphrase in my head. He said so many times, it's just like,
I think that was also like one of our catchphrases of the year. Like that and like the list of Jericho, like drink it in man. Yeah, but hashtag beat up John Cena was freaking amazing. I saw that everywhere. There's like e-feds, like promo feds that I watch and sometimes participate in on Facebook, and the hashtag beat up John Cena thing totally sparked like a whole, like, there's one guy in a group that everybody hated, so they started hashtag beat up and then whatever his name was. I'm not going to say his name, but it's like, oh, damn. But, yeah, like I said, right away when you said, when you started talking about this match, I said great match, shit ending. Those two definitely had, I was really into it. Baron Corbin really, really impressed me. He held his own with Cena. Dominated most of the match, if I remember correctly. I kind of hope for Baron Corbin's sake. Baron Corbin was our breakout star of the year, by the way, for Smark Money Podcast. I don't think anybody that's new to the roster had a year like Baron Corbin did. As far as coming up, kind of like more the least expectation, but like first match wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's kind of a big deal. Winning your debut match at WrestleMania. I mean, Fandango did that and went to crap. Baron Corbin has only risen since then. Chris and I both think that 2017 is going to be the year of the Lone Wolf. Hopefully, I'm a big fan of the guy. He's really awesome. And, yeah, that ending, though, Jesus, it just... boom, 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 1, 2, 3, and I'm like,